You gon' give it up. Why you answering then? Come here, let me smack it again. I heard you, you got a man, you love that. You ain't gotta tell me again. I'm just trying to link it, be nasty again. Get your back, call me daddy again. Ain't about to keep playing, I'm really that. You keep bullshitting, I'm grabbing your friend, but damn, I can't keep my mind off of you. 2 shots of that Casa Azul, I'm ready to fool. Remember your favorite hotel, I remember your favorite position. Let's go get a room. You in a relationship now? Come on, my baby, I know you. That ain't even you. You know I'm in tune. Let's go and get freaky. What you got to lose, my baby? Right now, what you want right now? Is you drunk right now? But you know I don't care right now. Do your hair right now. Tryna beat it right now. But you know I you gon' give it up. But you know I you gon' give it up. Don't you understand? You gon' give it up. But you know I you gon' give it up. Don't you understand? Let it rock. Gotta go home. You calling me. You know I'm taking, baby. I don't creep. Won't even pick up. Cause you should know better than to think that we could be together. You're right. You know I got a man and he me right. No reason to complain or be tonight. And even if we can't, still won't make you mine. You wasted my time. What you want right now? Is you drunk right now? But you know I got a man. I don't care right now. Do your hair right now. Tryna beat it right now. But you know I got a man. You gon' give it up. But you know I got a man. You gon' give it up. Don't you understand? You gon' give it up. But you know I got a man. You gon' give it up. Don't you understand? What up, top of the morning? I ain't even had my coffee yet. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Hit that like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit the notifications. And share this video too. Salute to you. What's up, Ted, Zach, Jellybean, everybody else up in here, man. Appreciate the likes, man. Let's go ahead and get right to it, man. You said Bronny needs to play video games and smash Snow Bunny. Hell, hey, that sounds like a bright idea. Shit. I mean, because basketball, you're not really focused on that. You definitely not focused on that, man. You know, I'm gonna say this. You got an opportunity to prove people wrong. You got an opportunity to say, hey, look, I belong here. I wasn't just grandfathered here. This ain't just no nepotism. I belong here. You got every opportunity to show that, but you know, look, like I said, and I know some people thought it was outrageous what I said, but Bronny should have started somewhere like in JUCO or something. You know, there's nothing wrong with JUCO. There's nothing wrong with junior college. Yeah, haven't seen Bronny much. Look, I mean, on this level, yeah, he's been, bad because he's not ready. Like, see, I don't really blame Bronny for any of this. Everybody have pretty much said that he was ready. Now, where my defense came from, where me and my brother Ticket, shout out to Ticket, man, where we kind of just disagreed. I just said that Bronny could potentially, be ready if he works hard. You know what I'm saying? But not right now. I think a lot of people, they got me like really confused when I said that Bronny could eventually, be a decent role player if he worked hard, in the next coming years. But like right now, no. Like, he's showing that he ain't even capable of playing overseas ball.
You know, I mean, he can play, but not at this level. He needs a lot of development. He needs a lot of development, man, in a lot of areas. And I mean, to a certain degree, I understand what No Chill Gil is saying, Gilbert Arenas, because he said that the only thing that he lacks is confidence. I mean, he lacks that, but he also lacks aggressiveness. He also lacks assertiveness. He also lacks understanding. And then, of course, you know, wisdom is going to come later on. You know what I'm saying? What's it called? Anthony Edwards hadn't even reached the point of wisdom, really understanding, having that solid understanding of the game. Like, it took Steph a minute to understand that. I'm talking about guys now. I'm not gonna go into MJ, Bird, all that other stuff. I'm tired of using them as an example. We gotta talk about some of these guys now. You know, you gotta understand wisdom and maturity. It comes a little bit later. It don't come overnight. What's up, Brown Sugar? I see you in here, baby. But nah, he's not. He ain't ready for this level, man. He need to just go ahead and play, you know, PlayStation and do whatever the fuck he gonna do. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at him if he did that. You know, look, man, you got your like, and of course, it's gonna be natural for somebody like Bronny to be like, you know what, I don't really even want to play this game. You know why? Because he's set for life. And I say it again, his kids is set for life. He's set. He don't gotta do nothing. You know, I mean, he's been privileged pretty much his whole life, and that's not his fault. You know, his dad, you know, made a better life for him. You know, I would have just told, look, I would have just been like, look, hey, this game ain't for me. Everybody is not fit to play basketball. Everybody's not fit to be an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not capable of playing professional, yet alone the NBA. Y'all think the NBA is oh yeah, that's the only league that's hard. Hell, it's hard to play the G League. That's why, like, you know, any motherfuckers that come up in here trying to, you know, clown my brother Ticket TV or some of these other guys that played on a professional level, you getting blocked immediately because you don't know how hard it takes. Like, you don't know what level that some of these guys have been through, and they've been knocked down. There've been guys that have been started in the league and started in colleges and, you know, best players in states, and they've been bumped down to the G League. But you have the audacity to sit up there and call somebody like a G League reject or something like that. Bronny can't even average fucking 2 points. Or, you know, calling Kwame Brown a bust and all this other. Salute to Kwame too, and Ticket as well. But y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, you know? Some of y'all motherfuckers ain't never played with nobody taller than 6'4". But you having to deal with Goliaths that can shoot, dribble, run, get up the floor, play defense on your ass, get in your chest, pull up from 40. That shit about Wemby. Y'all say Wemby ain't ready, Wemby ain't this, and Wemby ain't that. Nigga, if you 5'10", and you talking shit about Wemby and he can't, and what he can't do, like I tell you, be my guest. Go ahead and try to guard him. All Wemby got to do is really just step over your ass. That's really all he got to do. You got the bubble guts? What did you do? What were you doing? Drinking? That's too much information, man. Yeah, man, man, go ahead and get on that pot, man. That's too much information. Don't nobody want to hear about you. Talking about you got the bubble guts. Better take you some Pepto Bismol or something. Shit. Some milk of magnesia, whatever the hell that shit is. Anti-acid, some tom. And if you're gonna go the natural way, a good thing for your stomach is, and brown sugar, just confirm with me. A good thing for your stomach is pineapple. Pineapple or pineapple juice. Yeah, okay, all right. That's what you were looking for. You were looking for an answer. Okay, I got you. Pineapple or pineapple juice. Ravens won. They played a solid game. Of course, Harbaugh versus Harbaugh. I'm still worried about the Ravens. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still worried about the Ravens. And the Chargers they're not the same team. They're no joke. Now, if this had been like last season or many seasons prior, Chargers probably wouldn't have been in this game. Oh, you're welcome, man. I was just fucking around with you, man. Hey, man, I gotta get on y'all nerves a little bit, man. You talk about the bubble guts. I'm like, man, you better go ahead and let it out, man. But I still don't have the Ravens coming out of the AFC. I see just a lot of stuff that's going to prevent them from going to the AFC title. It's like I said, brown sugar always think that I'm hating on Lamar. I'm not hating on Lamar. I just know that they're going to try to get away from what they're doing. They do the same thing every single year. In order for them to win, they got to stick to the format. They're going to have to stick to the format, man. And that is run the shit out of the ball, ground and pound, very little air game, you know what I'm saying, in terms of throwing the ball. And you got to make it a line of scrimmage game. You probably have to play, if you had the personnel, but y'all don't, you could make this game, you could make it, you could be like the old Ravens. So, I still see a lot that the Ravens need to work on before they can challenge the supremacy of the Kansas City Chiefs. And even though the Bills won, for some strange reason, I still don't see the Bills beating them if it's to get to the Super Bowl. I don't see it happen. I know that the Boston Celtics, they destroyed the Clippers. I think it was like 126 to 90 something, and then Lord have mercy, the Knicks destroyed the Nuggets. I know the Nuggets were kind of fatigued because they've been having some good games lately. You know what I'm saying? They're deep on their bench and stuff. Nikola Jokic, he been playing at MVP level, of course, averaging a triple double and everything. But Mike Malone was disgusted because I think they won 145 to 118. I mean, look, bro, I don't really like basketball scores that high. I'm gonna be real with you. Unless it's like an all-star game, I don't like basketball scores that high. I don't like basketball scores that high, man. Because what it tells me is that y'all just trying to go tick for tack doing the same thing as if y'all out there trying to match each other's shot, playing horse or some shit. Nah, man. We need some stops. You got to get stops, man. And, you know, I can understand why Mike Malone was very, very upset because the Nuggets, they're known to be a defensive team. Like, when they won the championship, you got to think about it. They won having a real good defensive players. You had Aaron Gordon, who, of course, he's still there. You had KCP. You had Bruce Brown. Jokic was good on rebounding, man. His defense ain't never really been, you know, all that, like, solid or whatnot. And you had Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is a solid defender. He's a very solid defender. And a lot of there's another guy that I don't think gets enough credit. MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. I don't think Michael Porter Jr. gets enough credit for his defense. Michael Porter Jr. Now, there was some times when I saw him, you know, some slippage on Michael Porter Jr. But Michael Porter Jr., he's very agile. Being 6'10". So, but that's what they were known for. That was their calling card when they won the championship. And I think Mike Malone wants to get back to that championship feel or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I know he's still disgusted about what happened last season, but I think if they meet up with Minnesota or some shit like that this season, they're gonna beat Minnesota because Minnesota is nowhere near the team that they were last season. They're nowhere near the team that they were last season. Salute, Mac. Hopefully you didn't wake up in your feelings again. Because I'm finna double down on Drake some more. I'm finna double down on it. You know, man, listen, the internet is undefeated, man. You might as well just go ahead and give it up, bro. Drake, what he did, man, everybody gonna cook his ass, man. Pretty much everybody, like, you probably in the minority right now. I'm gonna double down on Drake, man. Last night, for those of y'all that don't know, last night we was having a discussion, and for those of y'all that don't know what's going on, Drake, of course, he pulled a bitch move, suing Universal Music and Spotify for artificial inflation on the song "They Not Like Us," and also suing them, you know, because he feels like he's not able to get the streams that he wants to, and, you know, defamation of character and all this other bullshit. You know what, man, with the 49ers, man, that's the only problem is the injuries. But I'm going to be real, man, and you're not going to like what I got to say. Debo is not the same, okay? And you know I'm a Debo fan. Man, Debo is my nigga. He's not the same. And without Brandon Ayuk, y'all not going nowhere. Christian McCaffrey is he's still he's not he's not CMC. You understand what I mean? Then on top of that, you got to worry about Bosa. Then Williams was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Bosa is pretty much what? I would say that's 25% of your defense. You got Fred Warner there, that's another 25%. You got Fitzpatrick there, that's another 25%. And then Brock Purdy, as much as y'all want to call him a game manager, actually Brock Purdy has, considering what y'all got and what the cards that have been dealt with, I feel like Brock Purdy, and you know I don't like Kyle Shanahan, Matt Moses. You know I can't stand Shanahan. And the gasoline that was poured on it is when they fired the defensive coordinator, when they got rid of old boy. But Kyle Shanahan has been coaching his ass off with what has been given to him. I think the kicker, y'all going to have to address the kicker situation in the offseason. Oh, you just had to mention that. Yeah, the Packers 8-3. Okay. The Vikings are 9-2. We got to see y'all in the playoffs. You know, the Packers could be, 8-3. Minnesota could be 9-2. I still got either the Commanders or the Lions coming out of the NFC. If the 49ers would have been in anywhere near what they were last season, I probably would have picked the 49ers. And Ted, this is gonna probably actually shock you. I wanted Jordan Love to bounce back and win the AFC crown this season. But I just think that I think that the Green Bay Packers, man, I don't know, man. I felt like them getting rid of Aaron Jones, I think that's going to come back to bite them. I get it. I understand that Aaron Jones was hurt a lot. I understand that he's older. But man, Aaron Jones was a solid running back, man. But y'all are 8-3, okay? Y'all are 8-3. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how Jordan Love does. I fucks with Jordan Love, man. And I was real critical of Jordan Love. But anyways, man, to get back talking back about Drake and Kendrick. You lucky Purdy was injured. Like I said, man, I like Brock Purdy, man. I'm probably in the minority of calling Brock Purdy. I say that Brock Purdy is not a game manager. I think that Brock Purdy is a legit quarterback. Like, the pieces that the cards that he's been dealt with. That's not happening, Matt. Debo is not the same. And I know that he's still hurt. That shoulder is like, I told you and I told all y'all 49ers fans, him getting hurt, that's going to be a detriment. Ayuk, you might as well forget it. Like I said, Bosa, you need Bosa, man. And I like Fred Warner. Fred Warner is my favorite player on the 49ers. If I had to choose anybody, because Fred Warner, I don't think Fred Warner gets enough credit, man, as a linebacker and his precision, man. And that's why I felt like in the off season, the Cowboys should have went after Fred Warner. Yeah, they're not gonna do nothing. Listen, man, y'all might as well just get prepare for the off season, man. Y'all might as well prepare for the off season. Y'all not getting back to the Super Bowl, man. I'm sorry to say, man. Cause I mean, either way, if y'all get healthy, if you run it realistically, Matt, do you really think that y'all could beat the Lions? I'm just saying. Let's just say y'all magically happen to get there. Can you beat the Lions? No, you cannot. Can you beat the Packers? No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Can you beat the Vikings? No, you cannot. I know. Listen. That's what I'm saying. Y'all are depleted right now. Listen. I'm not talking about talent-wise because of the reason why y'all can't win. I'm talking about because of, health. That was last season. That was in 2023, man. We're talking about 2024, going into 2025. Exactly. That was last season. That was last season. We're talking about now. We're talking about this year. The contract that Ayuk signed, the contract that Ayuk has signed, that has sat out for or held out for. This season, where Debo barely getting yardage anymore, I'm talking about this season. Y'all have a chance to win you might have a chance to win your division. But you don't have a chance in the NFC as a whole. Like, seriously. Who can you beat right now, Matt? I mean, I know, hey, look, man, I know you saw Colorado got beat by Kansas. I know BYU got beat by Kansas and, these ranked teams. I'm talking about college and stuff. It's happening. But the likelihood of that happening, Matt, I'm just keeping it 100. That's not happening, bro. Look, man, I cannot stand that word, man. I hate that word, man. Just tanking. Everybody always, they panic and then they talk about tanking. Tanking. Nah, man. Yeah, hey, Matt. Y'all, listen, bro. Y'all are done, man. Like, listen, and it's listen. Hey, Matt. Hey, listen to me real good, man. Listen to me, bro. Cause I know you bullheaded when it comes to this 49ers, man. If the 49ers do the unthinkable and they make it on if they make it to the NFC Championship, not only will I come on here and say that I'm wrong, send me your cash app. I will hook you up just to say that you was right, man. That's on my life, man. I'm saying it right now. Before Thanksgiving Eve, I'm saying it right now. I will admit that Matt was right. and that straight was wrong. Man, and I don't blame you. I know you, man. Listen, bro, I understand, man. But hell, you had less faith in them when you were winning. Hey, you had less faith in the 49ers when they had Garoppolo, and Garoppolo beat two rivals on their home field. You had less faith then than you do now. You got more faith in the team that depleted, where y'all have really no shot at winning. And like I said, it's not the talent. It's not the talent at all, man. Because y'all have a hell of a team, like talent wise. But it's the health, man. You act like CMC was your whole damn team. No, CMC wasn't the whole damn team, man. Y'all had other weapons, man. I don't think you give Brock Purdy enough credit, man. You don't really give him enough credit. Brandon Ayuk has really solidified himself as the number one receiver. Hold on one sec, y'all. You said you said Josh Jacobs is better than like I said, Christian McCaffrey, man. He did his thing, man. But we all know what happened last. We all know what happened last year. We know what happened. We know what took place. Y'all tried to run the same damn play, nigga. They predicted everything that y'all were gonna do. It was like they studied y'all run game, and Shanahan was so damn predictable, bro. Remember that I was talking about that last year. Yeah, but I mean Christian McCaffrey though, man. He, like I said, man. He's not the end all be all, man. Y'all got a lot more weapons, man, than just Christian McCaffrey. You know. If Debo played anywhere near like what he did um, the season before last prior, and like like the last like couple seasons, with the exception of him getting hurt and everything, then I would be talking about Debo. You know what I'm saying? Debo was the man. Actually, Debo was the man before CMC was. But um, I don't know why we talking about. We're talking about a. I don't know why we talking about a team that's losing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shade to Matt. You know what I'm saying? But we. Why are we talking about a team that's losing? Said straight. I refuse to give up on my team. Nah, I give you props. I give you props. My only childhood dream is to see the 49ers win a Super Bowl. I mean, y'all almost had it. Listen, man. You got to be realistic. That's what I'm saying. You have to be realistic. CMC, man, as much as I like CMC, he still got to get in rhythm. Like he's not. Actually, I'm gonna be real. And Ted, everybody in here, man, just correct me if I'm wrong. They were counting on CMC being out the whole entire season. cried when we lost to the Ravens in 2012. I know, man. I know, man. But that, hey, you know what? It's a lot of suspicion about that, because I call that the lights out Super Bowl. And, they took that long delay. The 49ers had the game. Man, if Kaepernick, I felt like, man, if Kaepernick would have won, he'd probably still be in the league right now, man. But I remember that. I was pushing for the 49ers, actually. I really was. I was actually pushing for the 49ers. You said 30 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. That's great. Cap was too black for NFL. Man, listen, bro. I'm not gonna get on that, but man, I understand what Kaepernick was doing. But man, bro, listen, okay. Take your knee and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? You got your attention and stuff like that. I understand police brutality and stuff like that. But, okay, they set you up again to try to, get an opportunity and all that, you know what I'm saying? And as much as I don't really agree with Stephen A. Smith and stuff like that, man, I had to agree with Stephen A. Smith. I'm talking about on the second time. You know what I'm saying? The first time, hey, I was all for what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, would I have done it that way? Nah. Listen, man, I don't like Roger Goodell or any of those guys any more than what he does. I don't like the fact that they were making guys take the jab and all that other silly shit, right? I don't like of course we don't like police brutality and none of that other stuff, man. I feel like it's your choice to stand up or not stand up for the American, the Star Spangled Banner. You know what I'm saying? Because really, if you're really being honest, if you knew what the original Star Spangled Banner was meant for, we wouldn't really, especially our people, we wouldn't really be acknowledging that shit. That the original Star Spangled Banner that was written by Francis Scott Keys, who, of course, was racist himself. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant to. Oh, can you say that bullshit, man? Nah, fuck all that. You should say that shit. I feel that way, but man, bruh, just do what the fuck you got to do. Get on the field, get your grind, and then get the fuck up off of there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I would have did it. But I understand what he was doing. Now the second time when you had that tryout set up for you and all this other stuff, but then you want to do things your way and shit like that, nah, man. Man, you should have just got up in there, man, did what you did. Now I understand you got the bag for Nike and stuff like that, but we knew that's not what you really wanted to do. You wanted to play football, man. You wanted to play. Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You only started you started protesting and stuff, when I guess you was on the on the sideline and all that other stuff. You had your hair out and stuff like that. I remember, man, they was doing that shit on Saturday Night Live. They had a kid from Kid and Play out there raising his fist and all that. That shit was funny, man. But and more importantly, the LDBC was behind you. Shout out to Ticket TV and shout out to shout out to Ticket TV and shout out to the one LVZ or LVZ, no buck dancing allowed. To me, those were the two guys that really As well as the LDBC, they stood behind Kaepernick, but they really went out there and tried to push for Cap and everything like that. So you had the LDBC behind you. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this, man. You should have just took that opportunity right then and there, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. I know it's a hard pill to swallow for some people, for me to say something like that. Some people might disagree, but that's how I feel about that situation. And some people gonna get mad and stuff, man. But you know, and some people don't watch football no more because of the Kaepernick situation. Look, man, it's not gonna stop me from watching football. You know what I'm saying? For one, um, football don't pay my goddamn bills. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. Football does not pay my damn bills. For two, I had family members that were still, playing the game or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go support them. If you saying, "Oh man, I don't watch no football no more," you don't watch no football no more because of Kaepernick, man, that's one nigga. That's one nigga, man. That's one guy. Like Kaepernick is one guy. You gonna let one guy stop you from watching something that you actually had an interest in? Hell no. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna pay attention to the game. Do I like Roger Goodell? Hell nah. Nope. Do all these racist ass owners and shit? Nope. That are in the front office and stuff like that? No, I don't. But it's a game that I like. You know what I'm saying? And what are people gonna be watching whether you like it or not on Thanksgiving? Y'all listen, I put to you like this. Y'all celebrate Thanksgiving, but if you knew what was going on with Thanksgiving, the massacre that took place during Thanksgiving, when the pilgrims came over here and all that other bullshit, with the Native Americans and slaughtered them and shit like that. If y'all knew the meaning of that shit, y'all wouldn't be celebrating that shit. I never stopped watching the shit either. Like, you know what I'm saying? I actually like, man, I'm like, here we go again with the Kaepernick saga. I'm just like, man, can we just go ahead and get on? Like, I understood what he was doing and shit, but I'm like, man, really? Like I said, I understood where he was coming from. But man, I don't give a fuck about Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell don't give a fuck about nobody that's out on that field. Roger Goodell care about himself and all them assistants that he's probably getting head from. That's it. Roger Goodell ain't playing no snaps. Roger Goodell ain't out there getting hurt, injured, ain't got no CTE, none of that other bullshit. He ain't got to worry about none of that shit. That's why I don't have no respect. He don't give a fuck about nothing that you got going on. He don't care about your family. He don't care about none of that shit. So why should I give a fuck? I'm paying attention to a game in which, uh, before Roger Goodell, before you even got to the level of an NFL. So if your son plays Pop Warner, now we gotta say son and daughter. You know what I'm saying? If your son play Pop Warner or something like that, oh, you just gonna no, you gonna continue to watch it. If you got a nephew, or brother, sister, whatever, and you have to say sister now because the girls do play football. But if you have a family member that plays football, whatever, you just gonna stop. You're not gonna go to their game and support them, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. And I don't knock anybody that don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I ain't never stopped. Oh man, you watch football, man. Oh man, man, I can't talk to you. Okay, I'll let you. That shit don't hurt my feelings. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna stop me from that's not gonna stop me from having my fun. Yeah, they. I mean, they've been doing it. They've been doing it. There was a girl, man. There was a girl here in Texas, Matt. She actually was pretty decent, man. She actually was pretty decent, man. I forget her name, man. But yeah, she wasn't playing defense. She actually played offense. I think she played like running back or something like that. But she was actually pretty good, man. I don't agree with it though. I don't think the girls should play football, and the reason is because the impact of a hit, um, it it impacts a woman more than it does a man, especially when you're talking about the force of you talk about force of a male testosterone. But I don't really agree with it. You know what I'm saying? But there's that thing about, oh yeah, well, women can do what a man does and all that stuff, and I don't like getting into that, man. I got daughters and sons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If my daughter wanted to play football, I'll be like, look, I'll explain to her this is what's gonna happen to you, and if she still want to play it, hey, I can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, they can. That's why, like, I don't advise it. You know what I'm saying? There's some. Listen, man. Like, even with boxing, you know, yeah, you enjoy a good fight with women and stuff like that, but you know, there's some vicious hits that a lot of women can't take. Like, I was looking at that fight with Seriano and Katie Taylor, man, and of course, she got her eye split open from the headbutt and stuff. Seriano did, but a part of you wanted to stop it and just go ahead, get it stitched up, call it a match. But then another part of you was entertained by this stuff. But that stuff, man, long term is going to have a detriment, both on the exterior as well as the interior, man, because of all the hits and stuff like that. And then if it's not closed up good enough or something like that, if let's just say if something really bad happens, she could wind up opening up that cut again, because that was a really big cut. You could really see it deep in there, man. And she wanted to continue fighting. This is a female. But yeah, man, I got to ride out. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. Until then, man, I'm gone.